Google is following Apple with a new ruling. So when we first started this podcast, it felt like every week we were talking about 30% this and 30% that. Applications on, different app stores being charged 30%. And it was like stupid that these applications had to pay 30%. Even when people were making in-app purchases through these apps, Google and Apple were taking 30% and not even having to do anything for this 30% cut. But here, Google's
doing what Apple's doing. Google follows Apple in cutting Apple Play fees for developers. Well, the thing in the beginning is we were talking about Apple a lot in the beginning. We did mention Google every now and then, but it was the way Apple was doing it. And the reason why we didn't mention Google, because Google was doing the exact same thing that Apple was doing. But the difference between the two is they were charging 30% to like WordPress or 30% to a free app. And they're like, what's 30% of free?
That was crazy. That episode was hilarious.
And that's the reason why Apple was getting so much scrutiny over this, because they made a comment saying that first they said, oh, our bad, we apologize. And then afterwards they were saying like, hey, you need to put some kind of fee on it so we can collect 30% of that. It's just like, what? Like, no, it's free. Yeah. And people were coming down their throats on that. They're like, dude, are you kidding me? So it says here, developers will pay reduced 15% service fee on digital goods and services they sell until they reach 1 million in revenue for the year. So what does that mean? Once they hit 1 million, it goes up to 30?
That's a good question.
Oh, here it goes. So the change will kick in July 1st. And it will apply to every developer regardless of size. Doesn't matter if you're a little guy or it doesn't matter if you're big tech. The fee will jump to the standard 30% once developers make more than 1 million in sales for a year. That's okay. Free tech, horse shit. That's what free tech would say. That is horse shit. That is insane. So what do you do? What do you do? Like once you hit $1 million in revenue, now they charge you 30% because you're making more money. They want more money.
This is only going to this additional 15% is only going to go to lawyers. This is how I see it going down. And Epic has been battling with lawyers with all of these markets because they're like, no, we want people to go through us instead of you guys. Why are you taking our money? So now Epic is paying for lawyers because they're making more money to fight Google and Apple, who is taking 30% because Epic is making more money. So now this additional 15%, because Epic is making more than $1 million in sales a year, is all going to lawyers. So who wins in this scenario? The lawyers win.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It sucks, dude. What are you gonna say?
I kind of feel like it should be like 10. And then if they go over 1 million in sales, to 15. 30 in general is stupid. Right?
Well, 30. Okay. So people might ask, like, where is this 30 coming from? 30 is a very old school thing in the past that they used to charge 30% when they were housing something. Literally, yes. like when they were housing, like, so imagine Amazon, I'm over here selling, I don't know, Buzz TV. I'm got my shirt on. So I'm selling Buzz TV boxes and I'm just like, hey, I want Amazon to house it in their warehouse. They would charge a 30% to take care of like shipping and their website. Yeah. All of that stuff, So what that makes sense because it's a physical good and they're doing work for you. Now with this is a digital
asset.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything. Like it's, they don't even have a server. Do they have a server to house these apps?
I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It would be like,
it would be minimal.
like all it would be is like from what I'm like in like I'm just kind of putting a couple things together here, but their app store, it's just a interface that has a link that could download it from them directly.
Mhm.
Because if Epic, for example, needs to do an update, they're going to do it on their servers and on their end. They'll update the number, you'll get a notification, because for them to submit it to Google or to Apple, too long of a process, way too long. So yeah, they're not even paying. So okay, so if they want to say like, hey, there's a server that they got to pay because if we're gonna advertise it on our stuff, I agree with what you're saying. 10% sounds good because you're doing absolutely nothing. If you make over $1 million because they're gonna ping the crap out of your server or your website or whatever, okay, go up to 15% because now you got to add a DDoS or whatever, or traffic flow, whatever it is. But the thing is, when they go to your app store or when they go to your stuff, they have ads on there. They're already getting ad revenue.
Yeah.
So this is just money hungry, dude. This is just, I don't know. To me, this sounds like just greedy CEOs at the top saying like, "Hey, we own it all, so you want to use it, pay for it."
Now they're just trying to be less greedy, but still greedy.
Yeah, still greedy. Wait till you hit 1 million and then we'll charge you this much. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Karen.